should keep your ears open. Sure? I am not able to hear that. Okay. It's already open, right? We don't have a cap. We don't have a lid here like eyelids. And the third most important thing, your mind opened. Yes or no? I am not able to get you. Yes. Be enthusiastic. Why are you so dull? I expect Obul Reddy school students to be enthusiastic. Say no enthusiastically, say yes enthusiastically. And if you want to throw me out, throw enthusiastically. No problem. I'll come back again. I'll not leave you. Okay. Now, will you give me these three things, please? Yes. What are those? Eyes open, ears open. Now, you're all very good students, right? Yes. Okay. Doubt in that? I told you be enthusiastic to say no at least. Are you good students or not? Yes. Will you remain only good? Yes. Oh my goodness. I thought you will become better. Will you remain only good? What is the next level? Yes. Will you remain only better? What is the next level? Yes. Will you remain only there? Yes. Yes. Oh my God. India will stop. Is there anything higher than that? Other than your English grammar? There is. Come on. Excellent. That's what I am here for. Not for good, better, best. I don't care about them. I care about human excellence, which Vivekananda was, which this Center for Human Excellence inaugurated. We set up about 70 centers till now. 39 engineering colleges, 26 degree colleges in the last 6 months, going on and on and on. So we need excellent students. Not just good, better, best. That is academic. Each one of you, irrespective of your background, irrespective of your talent, the punchline, the peak, the goal is excellence. It should become a habit. It's not a medal. It's not a certificate. It's not just a status. It is a way of life. Excellence should become your habit. And even don't stop there. There are 2 more levels. One is called to become divine or noble. You have become noble persons. Not just getting a Nobel Prize. That's also academic. And much higher is to become divine, the source from which we have come, in which we are living, and to which we go back after death. Each one of you, my dear friends, take it from me, take it from Vivekananda, take it from our great masters. Each one of you is a wave in the ocean of life. What are you? A wave in the ocean of life. Don't worry about the quantity of the wave, high wave, low wave, etc. No. Each one of us is a wave. But the great masters, Vivekananda, Buddha, Gandhi, all these are high waves. They are tsunamis. 40 feet, 50 feet, 60 feet. They don't destroy, they build up a life. They build up a civilization. All of us are small waves to follow that big wave. But that small wave also comes from the ocean, right? As much as the 40 feet tsunami wave, right? The wave came 10 minutes, 40 feet, 50 feet. It struck Southeast Asia, it struck Japan, and within 10 minutes went back silently. But in that 10 minutes, it destroyed 65 years of culture, 65 years of civilization, right? It sucked out the life and achievements of the people. We did a relief work of building hundreds and hundreds of houses in Nagapattinam, Kadalur, Tamil Nadu borders, in Sri Lanka, etc. We personally saw the richest of the rich in Nagapattinam, in Kadalur, in Sri Lanka, the richest of the rich, stinking rich. Within the 10 minutes, they became poorest of the poor. They were eating in the same leaf, same aluminium plate along with a beggar. That was the effect of the tsunami, 2004. And similarly in Japan, earthquake, tsunami, nuclear reactor blasts. Whatever we do before nature, we are all zeros. We cannot face it. Okay? But that person who is a zero can become a not-out batsman. Can become excellent, can become divine. We don't want to destroy, we want to construct. Okay? So each one of you, 9th and 10th, long way for you to go, to climb in your life. 11th is there, 12th is there, or you may go to intermediate board, to go to a professional India state board, state classes, institutions. Some may go at the national level, you may continue CBSE. But then your goal should become extraordinary, excellent, divine. Good, better, best, up to 10th standard, okay. Don't stop, please. Don't insult yourself. Don't put yourself into a limited box and say, this alone is my capacity, this alone is my knowledge. You are insulting your potentiality. You are committing suicide without committing suicide, mentally. Okay? There are people who commit suicide physically because they are upset, they are weak, they are timid, they are useless. It is only for their selfish need that they commit suicide. But then, cowards die every moment. The heroes die but once. Okay? Who said this and when and where? It should not just be in the English textbook. It should be in your life. It should be in your life. Vivekananda had death in his hand. It had to wait. Bhishmacharya had death in his hand. It had to wait. He said, no, I am not going to come with you till Hastinapura is safe. This is the word that he gave to his father. Vivekananda said, I have done enough work for 1500 years. India shall revolve around me. No choice. We are all doing that. But the work period that he did was only 9 years. That is why J.C. Bose says, can you imagine one man doing so much work of 1500 years of information and knowledge and inspiration? But he did it between 1893, September 11th, 1902, July 4th, out. Man has gone, leaving his body. But the work, the information, the inspiration, the strength and the enthusiasm he gave was 1500 years future. J.C. Bose was surprised, Jagadish Chandra Bose. He said, I cannot comprehend what he has done. Leave alone what we can read, understand, see his photo. That is where the demand is. Excellence, excellence, excellence. We should dream about it. We should meditate about it. We should study with excellence. Excellence at every stage, not just in wearing suit, coat and boot. Not just your degree, not just your performance, but your potentiality. Okay? Potentiality has to be converted into performance. You go to the petrol bunk, fill up your vehicle, car or bike with petrol, diesel, whatever. You have got faith. Yes, my vehicle has got 10 liters of petrol or diesel. You paid money for it. But then, you have to ignite the engine, right? You cannot just sit on the engine, on the seat and say, Mr. Vehicle, take me to Obul Reddy school. Or I sit here and take me to the Malguda. No, you have to ignite. The driver has to ignite. That sound has to come from the engine. Then what does the carburetor do? It draws the liquid, converts it into gas, and then first gear, second gear, come on, take off. Reach your destination. What happened there? Potential energy called petrol is converted into kinetic energy and then the machine moves forward. Right? Similarly, my body-mind complex. It has to move. Body may move, but is your spirit moving? So that is where conversion, transformation has to be seen. It has to be experimented. That's where I said eyes opened, ears opened and mind opened, so that the information will go into your brain, what I am going to say. Okay? You were enthusiastic in saying that you are very good students, right? Okay? Shall I do a small test? Whether you are listening to me or hearing me? What were you doing till now? 10 minutes? Sure? All of you? First row to the last row? All the ninth? Answer is very, very weak. Are you listening to me or hearing me? Everybody? Honest? Sincere? Fearless? This side? Honest answer? Sincere answer? Transparent answer? Full answer? That you were listening to me only? No or yes? Were you listening to me? Oh, that's excellent. You already reached the peak. Now without holding any book, any pen, nothing in your hand, just show me your hands please. Lift up your hands. Nothing in your hands, hands free set. Okay, now please sit straight. I don't want old people in my class. What's the average age here? Average age. Please don't sit like 51 or 61. Sit like young people. Now, hands bring it to your chest level. Back erect, body straight but relaxed. Sukham sthiram. Sit straight, comfortable. Don't keep moving. Don't bend. Stand, sit like the army soldier. Now, the palms facing each other like this. Chest level to your chest level. Approximately 12 inches. Approximately 12 inches. I want cooperation from all of you. Even one person not cooperating is team failure. All out for no loss. Okay? All ready? 12 inches. Each separate. Sit straight. Keep seeing me only and listening. You are not hearing, you are listening, right? Which is better? Listening is better, and you are doing that. Honestly. Okay. Now keep listening to what I say and follow. I'll count numbers 1 to 5. What am I going to do? 1 to 5. All the 5 numbers, right? Have you listened to the first sentence? Yeah. Now, second, the question that I am telling you, when I count number 5, all of you, how many students are here? 9th and 10th? All of you should clap only once. One single sound of your clap. We call it clap when we bring the hands in force together. Will you do that? When should you do that? Only when I say? Will you do that? Shall I start? And the counting speed is mine. Right? You are going to listen and perform. Let me see. Shall I start please? Full cooperation. Full attention. Full concentration. Right. 1. Foul start. Foul start. Restart now again. What to do? Now come on. Listen carefully. If you do again foul start, that fellow has to stand up on the bench. Go back to LKG. Shall I start? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Goodness gracious. You are all listening to me, listening to me, listening to me. Honest answer, truthful answer, sincere answer. 50% marks. Restart. Come on, time is less. Yeah. Come back to your discipline. Quick, that is called excellence. You enjoy, but you have to withdraw. You should not get lost. Okay? Don't make accidents. Shall I restart? Shall we play again?
Yes.
Now you should win, I should lose.
Yes.
Agreed?
Yes.
You should win.
Yes.
You should win. You should win, I should lose. Okay? Now what will you convert English? We should win. Yes. Will you do that?
Yes.
Come on, let me see. Shall I start? Now, position please. Come on. Back to the track. Alert. Sit straight. Don't bend your, don't droop. Don't become old now itself. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wife. I said wife. Listening, so difficult. Come on, withdraw. Quick, come on. You enjoyed? Pardon? Yeah, I said you have to listen what I am telling. Why should you clap? I tell wife or tree or heaven. You should not clap. You listen that it is fine. That is your mistake. Because they sound similar. F-I-V-E, W-I-F-E. 5 wives nahi. 5 wives is in New Zealand, America. It sounds similar when I quickly pronounce, that's why you are misled. And don't get misled in your life, please. There are enough attractions and distractions to kill you or to hit you, slap you. Okay? Please don't get misled by the beautiful scent of the smell or the face. Use your buddhi. That is where listening comes. Hearing is only of your ears. Listening is of your brain. Buddhi it is called. Right? Unless the buddhi is strong, whatever you do will be only good, better, best. You cannot become excellent. Excellent student awakens the buddhi. That is why the Gayatri Mantra was given to us by the great master sages. Dhiyo yunah prachodayat. They did not tell mind. They did not tell only memory. They did not tell only marks. They said buddhi. Buddhi is the projector in this bulb. The bulb alone costs 30,000 rupees. The projector may cost you 40,000 rupees only. But we are paying more for the bulb rather than the external box. Okay? Bulb is important, most important. But what is equally important is the mind, the reflector, the lens. Only the bulb is useless. It needs a lens to draw the light and throw it on the screen. That action is done by the mind. But what is it that tells you right or wrong? What is it that tells you good or bad? What is it that tells you useful or useless? He is the buddhi inside, the director of the institute. The director of your personality. If he is sleeping, the institute will not progress. It may work. Progress will not be there. Change will not be there. Transformation will not be there. Okay? So, I will test you in the last. Not now. Now please listen. Okay? Are you ready? Will you be ready?
Yes.
Okay, now. A little bit of pictures also, and then I will be just sharing some thoughts with you. What you are supposed to do. Only one point I will take. I will not go into detail because we will meet again after some time. After the cycle is over. After dealing with your seniors, 11th and 12th, I will come back again to attack you again. Be ready for the challenge. Able to read? The potential of the average person is like a huge ocean unsailed, a new continent unexplored, a world of possibilities waiting to be released and channeled towards some great good. That is what you are. You are born with that potentiality. You are living with that potentiality right at this moment at 11 o'clock. You were living at 10:59. You got up today morning with that potentiality. But what is the problem? You are not aware of the potentiality. You are living a mechanical life, a gadgetry life, a desultory life. So that is why the potentiality is forgotten. You are drifting away from your purpose. What is the purpose of life? The purpose of life is to lead a life of purpose. A divine purpose, a higher purpose, a selfless purpose. To break the cages of your body-mind complex and to reach the stars, as it is said. Continents are ready to be explored. You have to win, you have to conquer the continents. Whole history is all about this. Columbus traveled to discover India, but accidentally landed up in America. Tenzing and Hillary conquered Mount Everest, but in the press conference they said, we conquered ourselves, not just the peak. It was a lesson for us to conquer our own self, which is like Mount Everest. But when the press people in 1955 questioned them a little more, Tenzing beautifully said, I and Hillary, hand in hand, went for a walk. One day we were on the top. It was a walk for them. Against gravitation, against oxygen, against the avalanches, against the storms of that time. But they left an indelible mark, of which others are following. Others are inspired. A 16-year-old person climbs Mount Everest today. Their girls are climbing Mount Everest today. But that was not thought of when they did it. They triggered off the potential in others, in the youngsters. But Mount Everest was calling them, conquer me, conquer me, conquer me. America was inviting Vivekananda, conquer me if you can. Vivekananda did it, like Hanuman. He made America look so small. Today what we think America is so big, sitting like this at Vivekananda's feet within 3 minutes. Vivekananda did not give a big lecture in the beginning. It was just a power-packed 3-minute talk at Chicago Parliament. That was because he had understood his potentiality, his spiritual strength. He had become condensed India. And that condensed India went and was a tsunami there. America was shaken. The shaken means what? They said, we are all fools to send teachers to India. We want more Vivekanandas to come and teach us. Harvard University opened its gates to Vivekananda. For the first time in world American history, a chair was offered to a monk, a sannyasi. He was not a PhD, he is not a professor, he is not representing any Indian parliament, he just represented India and himself. Potentiality into performance. Sisters and brothers of America, they were shaken. 7,000 people, the best of the best, started applauding, appreciating, clapping for 2.5, 3 minutes. Can you imagine? Can you comprehend the potentiality of one man? That is where continents are waiting, oceans are waiting for you. But we don't accept. We go into a comfort zone, my dear friends. You are going into a comfort zone. Please don't do that. Break that comfort zone and come out into an effort zone. Comfort zone, cozy, comfortable, sleeping, eating, drinking, making merry, that's all. But what is that effort zone? That is where you have to take up this big challenge. That is where excellence is waiting for you. Waiting just outside when you open the doors. Opportunity is waiting for you. But if you are careless, if you are lazy, if you are not appreciating or responding, that will go to somebody else. You become a slave. So please don't waste time in petty things. In petty things as searching for glass beads. Petty things as searching for some shells which have no market value. My dear friends, you go to the seashore for pearls, not for shells. But what are we doing? What are you doing? Conditioned thinking. Conditioned thinking. You don't want anything else. Comfort zone. But what does they say? waiting to be released and channeled towards some great good. You have got, believe me, have faith in my words, you have got a 200 HP engine raring to go in your brain and heart. You have got a 200 HP Volkswagen engine raring to go in your brain and heart. But unfortunately, the youth, a few, except minus the few, majority of the youth, of which, with whom I have interacted and talked last 30 years, though they have the potentiality, their vehicle, their Volkswagen has not gone beyond the speed of 10 kilometers per hour. Why? Because you have not started the engine. You are pushing the vehicle with a driver sitting inside. Somebody is pushing the vehicle. Hurry, start the engine. Listen, enjoy the sound of that engine. 200 HP raring to go at that powerful speed. But what has happened? In Gandhiji's language, we have tied 2 ox to our vehicle. We call it Oxford. 10 kilometer speed. Correct? क्या हो रहा है इंडिया को? You want India to be developed by 2020, right? What a shame it is for us, do you know? By 2015, this is the science info technology information I'm giving to you. Take up this challenge. 2015, 2015, in Japan Sony company, a product, an electronic product, manufactured at 10 o'clock in the morning becomes outdated by 5 o'clock in the evening. What are you speaking about? 2020 developed India. We have to eat only pesarattu and pizza. Where Japan is sweeping the world market, China is sweeping the world market. A gadget produced at 10 o'clock in the morning becomes outdated by 5 o'clock in the evening because there is a better product. And that outdated product we will buy in Jubilee Hills. And which is nicely decorated in the Jubilee Hills showroom. Oh, everybody will run there like servants. No originality. You cannot produce one Indian product. Big talk, less action. Potentiality you are wasting. I'll tell you a small story, a real incident rather than story. When the tsunami, earthquake and the nuclear reactor blasts took place in Fukushima area, etc., hundreds and hundreds have become on the streets within 10 minutes, as you know, right? You have seen the photos, the videos, etc., right? Listen to this beautiful, very touching incident. I want everybody to listen to this. A small boy, 9-year-old boy, was waiting in the queue for food packet. Only helicopters would come and throw the food packet and go away. The baskets. Then the volunteers will distribute them. And what happened? There was a photographer, a journalist from Thailand, who had come to Japan to take photos and publish in his local papers. He got the food packet, 300 people waiting. And then, when he went to the counter, he saw only 20 food packets more. 300 people, elders waiting. And by the time another helicopter comes, it would take 2 or 3 hours. And when this man saw this young boy standing in the queue along with the elders, he called this boy out. He was a 9-year-old boy, not 9th standard. He called the boy out, gave him food packet. 90%. He took a little and then gave him the maximum, telling that you are young, it will take 2-3 hours, don't worry, you cannot get the food packet now, please go there, eat and drink water and go home. The boy took the food packet. He took the food packet, he did not eat. To the shock and surprise of this journalist, he went into the front of that counter, peeped there and saw very little quantity of the food packet, closed his eyes for a few seconds and kept the food packet in that box and stood in the line. And this journalist was shocked, was surprised. He did not know why he did like that. He questioned the boy. Look at that beautiful, sensitive answer of that boy. Dear sir, you gave me the food packet all right. But my mother told me at this difficult situation of Japan, don't eat at the cost of others. I will wait, sir, when others are also waiting. When my turn comes, I will take. Whatever you give, I give back to Japan. Let somebody be benefited. And this photographer was crying tears in his eyes. He took the photo of this boy and put it in the Thailand newspapers as the hero of Japan. And gave that story, how he learned the lesson of his life about national spirit, about patriotism, about love of this nation, about his potentiality. He could have enjoyed that food packet. He said no. Not at the cost of the other people's suffering, whatever may be the situation. Can you imagine? Can you comprehend this? That is where a potentiality is converted because of the training that they get from young age. Okay? Next. This is not from any other ordinary person in the world. Okay? What does he say there? Focusing your life solely on making a buck shows a certain poverty of ambition. It asks too little of yourself. Because it is only when you hitch your wagon to something larger than yourself that you realize your true potential. He was speaking to 400 students in New York after he became the President of America. He knew the difficulties coming from the most backward areas in Kenya. It was not just for job, it was not just for some money, it was not just for social status. It is for something bigger that we are born for. Higher purpose, a divine purpose. Don't restrict yourself to that table, chair and that little office. Hitch your wagon to the stars. Vivekananda beautifully says, to give inspiration to all of you, he says, if you want to rob somebody, don't cut somebody's pocket for 50 rupees, rob the king's treasury. If you want to catch an animal, don't waste your time catching rats and cats. Catch the Gajendra and bring it. Catch the king of the forest and bring it. That is your challenge. He says, bring the stars from heaven and hold them on earth. He says that very clearly in Sanskrit. Trailokyametakilam tavapada mole kim nama rodashi sakhe. My friend, why are you weeping? The whole world can be at your feet, provided you manifest that divinity inside. Atmaiva hi prabhavati, nahi jadam kadachit. The Atman alone manifests, not the inert matter. This mind cannot manifest, I can manifest. The projector cannot manifest, I use the projector for higher purpose. I know about the computer, I don't become the computer, right? But when I know about myself, I become that self, capital S. If your ambition is solely making a buck, it is poverty. It is poverty. So don't restrict your vision to only just a job or some degree or some marks. They are byproducts. They are not the goal. Reading science, think scientifically. Reading history, create history. Reading civics, follow the civic laws. Become that. That is real potentiality. Yat bhavam tat bhavati. As you think, so you become. Not just listening to music in the video, in the TV or in the cinema, etc. Become a musician. Internalize it. Not just eating whatever you like. Can you digest? Can it become your energy? That is, you are in the right time, 9th and 10th. You have to take a big leap in 11th and 12th. A big leap towards excellence. Am I clear? Yes or no?
Yes.
Shall I go forward?
Yes.
What's your responsibility? What's your responsibility? Not to look yourself as cat if you are a cat, but think that you are a lion. Visualize yourself as a lion. Higher goal. Okay? How many of you know the story of the lion and the sheep, Vivekananda's favorite story, which he told in America? Nobody knows, right? Well, in America, he was speaking to the Americans on 19 September 1893. He was speaking about Indian culture and religion. And he got an opportunity to tell a beautiful story and awaken their inner spirit, inner potentiality, which I am sharing with you. Okay? There was a forest near a village, and that village had a lot of sheep, and one shepherd was taking care of the sheep or goats or whatever. And then one lioness, which was tigress, which was pregnant, was very hungry, was searching for food, came to the edge of the forest, saw about 20 or 30 sheep grazing, got very happy, excited. It planned, concentrated, stretched its body and jumped over that sheep. In the process, it hit a rock and died, giving birth to a lion cub. Motherless, fatherless, anatha, orphan. Now who will take care of the poor lion cub? A tiny baby, clawless, teethless, no energy to stand up also. But at the roar of that lioness, all the sheep ran away. But when they saw this tiny lion cub just crawling and not able to talk or roar, the mother sheep, the mama sheep, got pity on this lion cub, came and started licking it and nursing it and loving it. And what is the most interesting thing here? What do the sheep eat? The sheep eat grass. And they started feeding this lion cub with grass. And that lion cub accepted because it was young. It thought that alone is its food and started eating grass, drinking water, drinking milk. And as this is going on, love and affection and nursing and feeding is going on, the body is growing into a lion and a lion and a lion with hair and claws and teeth. But it is eating grass and bleating like a sheep. Very interesting picture, right? At a little sound in the forest, along with the sheep, this fellow also is running away. Let us name our friend as lion sheep. A little sound along with the sheep, there is lying. That is called association. The kind of people that you meet with or live with, talk with, you become that. Sangha dosha, it is called association. Okay? And this fellow is behaving like a sheep, but the body is like a lion. What's the problem here? The mind. And then the next part of the story, second chapter says, as this is going on and on life day after day, eating grass, bleating, meh. After 6 months, another lion comes to that forest. When this comes to the forest, it also is hungry. But it gives a small signal that it has come. And because of that sound, along with the other sheep, the lion sheep also is running away. Now this fellow was upset. My own family member, my own cousin, is running away. Very strange. I want to talk with this fellow. And slowly went behind, got hold of this lion sheep and dragged it into the forest. And all through the dragging, it was crying, "Oh, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. I'm a sheep, I'm not a lion." And this fellow gave a whack on the back and said, "You idiot. How dare you call yourself a sheep? You are a lion, you have to be with me in the forest. The whole forest is yours. Why are you behaving like a..." No, I am a sheep only." Ayo, Papa, again a whack on the back and dragged it a big reservoir in the forest. Look at your reflection. It gave an order, a commander's order. Look at your reflection. Your reflection is like my reflection. You are a lion, not a sheep. Why are you telling lies? I am a lion. Look at me. Come on, roar like me. Only meh. Where is the roar? It had not heard of it. Look at this sad picture there. Body is like a lion, mind is like a sheep. But the other fellow, both body and the mind is lion. And then it said the damage has gone deep into the brain. So let me give it some treatment. So he said, next week exactly at 11 o'clock you have to come here, otherwise I will kill you. And it went away. The poor fellow got a chance and opportunity, ran along with the sheep and saved itself. The next week exactly at 11 o'clock it came. And shivering, what it is in store of it. Then the other fellow comes, the second lion, now brings a piece of flesh. Eat this is your food. Don't eat grass. And that fellow went back and said, I am a strict vegetarian, please excuse me. You idiot, again back on the back. How dare you tell that you are eating only grass? This is your food, eat. No. But this fellow did not leave. He's a taskmaster, good trainer, good coach, and went on feeding and feeding and feeding every day, little by little, till it got that original taste of its own original food. And it stopped eating grass, but unfortunately communication skill very bad. It is bleating only, not roaring. And it dragged it into the rocks in the forest and roared there. The echo was hitting the eardrum of this lion sheep. And said, come on, roar like this. Come on, roar like this. Stretch your body. Hold your mic like this. Nothing is coming. 1 week, 10 days afterwards, one fine day it cleared its throat and roared like a lion. Wagged its tail and raised its head. The hair blowing across and full of joy and strength, went into the forest along with the lion to come back the next day and thank the original mother-father. You saved me. You took care of me, but I don't belong here. I belong to the forest, but I'll take care of you. I will not trouble you. Very grateful fellow. But the original home is that in the forest, not with the sheep. It was unfortunate circumstance. Till a guru comes, till a master comes and tells, you are not sheep, you are lions. Vivekananda thundered in America to the Americans, and 7,000 people were stunned to silence to say, you are not sheep, you are lions, spirits free, mortal. It is a sin to call a man a sinner. Allow me to call you, brethren, by that sweet name, children of immortal bliss. You have got the lion strength inside you. Oh, and he converted it into India by a beautiful letter. What has happened to you, oh India? From here I see so much of strength inside you, but you are behaving like sheep under the British. India was awakened from her sleep because it went into a comfort zone. Every person would come and hit us on the head and say, you are sheep, you are idiots, you are slaves, and we obeyed it with great respect. Till a Vivekananda comes, young man of 32, 33, gave a nice slap on the cheek and said, oh India, come up, awake from your sleep and go back to the great heritage. India woke up and after 1947 went back to sleep. Today 150 year celebration is going on. We have come here to wake up. Okay? Look at that wonderful idea here. To break the prison walls of false self-image, shallow adjustments and ideas, to create a new world of strength, creativity and fulfillment. That is your responsibility. Don't think you are just in 9th and 10th. You have come a long way in your life. From here you have to climb up the ladder by your own effort. Self-reliance, self-confidence. Take it and start working. Am I clear till now? Okay? Don't simply tell prison walls of false self-image. I'm going to tell you what that self-image is. I want you to answer. I want you to ask me and I will be asking you. Next. Step 1. Yeah, continue. What you have to do to bring out that lion strength is this. To have a healthy and a pure self-image of oneself. 10 days you are out of the room or out of your house, you have gone out on vacation with your parents and nobody in the house. You come back after 10 days and you want to wash your face and see your own face, but the mirror is very dirty. Mirror is dusty. What will you do? Are you happy? Will you throw out that mirror? Won't you clean it? Won't you wash it? Won't you wipe it to see your own image? You want pure, clean mirror, right? But that mirror, my dear friends, is only a physical mirror. It will show you only your face. It will show only your hair. It will show only your mouth. But it will not show the back of your head. Am I right? Is anybody living here amongst all these people having a house full of mirrors only? Back, front, left, right? Is there anybody like Bruce Lee film? All mirror is full, he will be seeing himself. That will be foolish, he will be sent to Yaragata. Okay? You will have one mirror. But that mirror tells you only 50% of your personality. It will not show the back of your head or back of your shirt. Till your mother or a friend will tell her, hey, why are you wearing this dirty shirt? Why, what's there on your back of head? Go and wash, go and clean. He becomes your guru. He becomes your friend. He becomes your coach to correct your mistakes. Here I am not speaking about your physical mirror. I am speaking about your mind mirror. Will you be able to understand if I use that word? Mind mirror. by which you check your own mistakes. That is called an ideal. You should have an ideal. And what's an ideal? That is called in Sanskrit as mirror, darshana. Darshana is that in which you check yourself, in which you make less mistakes. You may not be perfect, but you make less mistakes, because Swami Vivekananda beautifully tells, if a man with an ideal makes 1,000 mistakes, a man without an ideal will make 50,000 mistakes. Better to have an ideal. Okay? That is what is called a role model, a guru or a guidepost. Follow him, follow him. You need not copy him, correct yourself in his torchlight. Okay? So then you will become better and better and better and make less mistakes. This is what self-image is all about. Next. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. Can you repeat it for me? I'll read out little by little. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. And you are the only one who can use your ability. It's an awesome responsibility. See how much of potential is there. You and I, your parents, your teachers, your relatives, friends, everybody is locked up with 26 qualities. 26 ratnas are locked up for you to use them. You are so rich, but you are very busy with external things. You are running behind the shadow, not behind the sun. Knowledge is sun, shadow is success, shadow is name and fame. That you will be wasting your energy if you run behind your shadow. You will never be able to get it. It will cheat you, it will delude you, it will kill you also. Like in deserts, the deers or the wild animals will be running in the daytime, thirsty, but they will see a mirage, they will see a beautiful lake, and they will be running behind and they will die. They do not know that it is the mirage. It will be cheating them. It will be taking them to death. So when you turn the torchlight towards yourself in meditation, in character, in your service, then you look at yourself as a divine, as excellent. Okay? Vivekananda's success as a student in 9th standard, 10th standard was like this. He lived like you, he lived like us, but was different. His actions were different, thoughts were different, but he was with us. Okay? That is why Emerson, the great American writer, started reading Upanishads, started reading Bhagavad Gita, started reading Vedanta, and changed his ideas towards this. He said, first, let me look at my own potentiality. What is within me is important than what is before me. So what, if you want to become excellent, if you have decided to become excellent, start looking within you. Reduce the amount of involvement with outside gadgets. Too much of grossness. Too much of external mechanism that is ruining your morale. Your confidence level is based only on the machine, not on your mind. Am I clear? Too much on the gadget, too much on the mobiles, too much on the computer. But where was computer for Emerson? Where was computer for Vivekananda? Where was computer for M.K. Gandhi? But the whole world respects them today. With their mind, they conquered the whole world. With their heart, they loved the whole world. Where is computer for Anna Hazare? He cannot speak English properly. He doesn't know what a computer is. He doesn't operate. He has got a bank balance of only 30 rupees just for naam ke vaste. He eats in aluminium plate and a tumbler. But then one call, whole world, whole India stands. They did it on that 2 days back. Prime Minister does namaskaram to him. Why? It is because of his inner strength. Right? It is not because of his external achievements. He has not completed BA BCom. He has not gone to school. And in his, I brought a video. I brought it for you to see. Anna Hazare's interview in CNN IBN on how Vivekananda inspired him to what he is today. His own words, you have to listen. I should not tell. In his own inspiring, beautiful sense, childlike words. Okay? My dear friends, if Anna Hazare is Anna Hazare today, When he was 26, he went to Delhi railway station to commit suicide. But then a book of Vivekananda changed his life and he said, come on, I'll do something for the country. Desh ke liye mera zindagi de raha hu. Not for his own selfish interest. Okay? So whatever you do, I request you to have a map of India on your table, big and beautiful. Whether you play, whether you meditate, whether you study, whether you write an exam, whether you go for a competition, whether you go out for a vacation, you are making a difference in the country. Either polluting it or purifying it. Decide. Whether you land up in a Tihar jail or whether you become the President of India or get a Nobel Prize for India. Whether you become a saint of India or whether you become a sinner of India. That is in your hands. Not in your father, not in the mother, not in your stars. You can change it. That is the potentiality. A pen is there, I can forge a check and loot all the nation's money. Can't I? That is what is happening to India today. But this pen, if I write a letter to save a patient, it can save somebody's life. I need not loot the nation, I can create a nation. So please think differently. Don't become like a mob. Don't become like sheep. One lion is enough among billion sheep. Okay? That should be your goal. That should be the purpose of your studies. Whether in this school or next year in some other college when you go out of 10th or come back to school 11th and 12th or when you go for medicine, doctor, professional exams, etc., etc., etc. That's your lifeline. That's your talent. That is not your everything. That's your talent. You may become a musician. You may become the greatest brain doctor. You may become the greatest cardiologist. But then have something different for the country. Potentiality. Next. If you don't use that, this will be our problem. Yeah. Come on. Can you understand what happens if you don't use your potentiality? You'll be searching for somebody's face. Early morning you see no face. So some face will be waiting outside in the shelf. If I wear this suit, I will become this. Raymond advertisement. The complete man. Only when they wear their dress, complete man. Otherwise he's a naked man. Huh? What foolish advertisement, and your elders will be running behind like Mirage. Or the dog will be following to the bathroom also in Vodafone. Creativity at its best. To mislead you, to punch you and to draw your pocket. No originality. Only Sunday he is happy. Saturday is becoming happy. Sunday is fully happy. Other days, oh, he should work for himself. No? That also he won't do. Somebody has to put little food in his mouth and he will sleep. I'll tell you a small incident in Mahatma Gandhi's life. Rather, two incidents about this tremendous potentiality or his message for all of us. One day, he had come to Andhra Pradesh. Mahatma Gandhi was to travel from Rajahmundry to Bhadrachalam by steamer. And a few young people were escorting him, local people. And on the way he asked, how much time does it take by steamer to travel from Rajahmundry to Bhadrachalam? Without calculation or thinking, they just andaj mein bol diya, it will take about 3 hours. And Gandhiji said, all right, this is the best time to take rest. I have nothing much to talk. I'll sleep for 2 hours and 55 minutes and get up. By the time Bhadrachalam will come, we'll pack up and get down. 2 hours 55 minutes on dot, Mahatma Gandhi got up. Did Bhadrachalam come? No, sir. And they went and inquired, another 30 minutes it will take. All right, I will sleep for 25 minutes and by the time I will get up, we will go down. But half an hour, 25 minutes over. Has Bhadrachalam come? No, sir. It will take another 30 minutes. Now Gandhiji became a little annoyed. And he called those young people who will become the future leaders. He said, when you cannot calculate the little time between Rajahmundry and Bhadrachalam, how do you expect the British to give you freedom? How do you expect the British to give you freedom when you cannot travel, measure the time in India itself between two stations called Bhadrachalam and Rajahmundry? And that also we are going by steamer. What a lesson, you see. Life cannot go by andaj. Life cannot go always by jokes. Okay? You have to be precise. You have to be concentrating on what you do. Okay? That is number one. The second one is very interesting. Gandhiji was imprisoned in the Alipur jail in Kolkata, capital of the British at the time. He was brought from the jail to the High Court, and hundreds and thousands were calling for Mahatma's freedom and India's freedom. Then the British did a drama. They just wanted to give a little more judgment and punish him for fighting against the British. And it was a pre-planned program. They said judgment will be given on so and so day. What it is we don't know. The Chief Justice will decide whether he should be released or not. So that appointed day, hundreds and thousands waiting, college students, people, public. Mahatma is brought into the witness box, and the Chief Justice of India, he is a British man. The Chief Justice is sitting there. Everybody gets up. Mahatma is standing and accused in the witness box. Listen to this wonderful expression of the Chief Justice. He got up, everybody got up, he sits, everybody sits, protocol in the court. Gandhiji is with closed eyes, with a simple dress, a tremendous Shakti, tremendous potentiality. All are silence, suspense, because he has to just read one more sentence. Then what interesting thing happened, the first time in Indian history, in British court history, the CJ of India, the Chief Justice of India, got up from his seat. All the people got up. They thought he's adjourning the court purposely. But then something very interesting happened. He turned towards Mahatma Gandhi. For them, he is only Gandhi. He is not a Mahatma for the British. Okay? He turned towards Mahatma Gandhi and greeted Mr. Gandhi. Gandhiji just saw. But what did he do? He turned and bowed down 3 times. He greeted Mahatma Gandhi 3 times, sat in his seat, declared 6 months more imprisoned for fighting against the British. Signed, walked back. The whole court was shocked. They were surprised. They were angry. Why did the Chief Justice greet the accused, the prisoner of the British Raj? He has insulted Queen Victoria. And all of them went into the chamber to protest. The Chief Justice, cool as a cucumber, knew what he did was right. But when they came, the other lawyers and others, he said, gentlemen, I know what I did was wrong. But whenever I see the man, something makes me do it. I cannot resist. That is called potentiality. He changed. The enemies did namaskaram to Mahatma Gandhi. Okay? He did not ask. It was not required, but he did it. Next. Yeah. Next. Well, I'll just, one more point I'll just go through. What you have to do as your personal work to make yourself better is, please follow this. Deliberately feed your mind with powerful, clean thoughts on a regular basis. 3 things I expect from you for having spent some time with you this morning. I just want 3 things other than what I wanted just for this class. Okay? This is for you to do every day. Choice is yours. Do it or leave it. If you feel it is right, it is helping you, please continue. I will be very, very happy. While doing it, if you have any problem, I am there to help you and support you and guide you. Clear your doubts. No problems. Whether it's midnight or early morning or late evening, anytime you can call me, write to me and speak to me about your problem. But please do something. Come out of your comfort zone to your effort zone. Please do something. Okay? Number 1, what India wants is less of diseases, health control, health discipline, body discipline. A strong body which has nerves of steel and muscles of iron. Not just like a robo, but your health should be excellent. Unfortunately, compared to the Western boys and girls, you are very weak. One slap from an American boy, you will go to the hospital. Because on Sundays, a commissioner of police in Chennai, he's my good friend, by Mr. Radhakrishnan, he had gone to New York for an international police conference. And then on a Sunday morning at 7 o'clock, near Washington Square, he was just had a walk in the morning. He saw there's a big Maidan, big playground, What did he see? He said, I saw 3,000 or 4,000 boys and girls playing varieties of games and doing exercises in gymnasium. He just stood there and saw the joyful and the beautiful sight, and his mind went back to Chennai, and he said, what is the condition of my brother, young boys and girls in Chennai on a 7 o'clock on Sunday morning? And he thought for himself, it would be midnight for many people. It would be midnight. Because on Sunday they won't see sun at all. They'll go into a comfort zone. Okay? So please don't abuse your body. Don't misuse your body. A wonderful gift of nature. If you start abusing your body, future of India would land up in Apollo Hospital. And I'm telling you, the Time magazine made a survey. India's problem by 2020 is not Alzheimer's or swine flu or any problem. India's problem for the government and for all of us, for you generation, is young, rich, retired Indians. What will you do with them? Young, rich, retired Indians. Eyes cannot see, ears cannot hear, high cholesterol, high diabetes, intestinal problems, spinal problems, moral problems, and they'll be going only to two places according to UNESCO. You know what? One place will be pubs, another place will be psychiatry. And we call ourselves modern developing Indians to land up in an alcohol bottle or be taking drugs in a psychiatry department. And you are very rich. All the money you have earned will go into the doctor for consultation fees or to buy that idiotic liquor. Because even now, 650 medico students in Khammam Medical College, 589 are chronic alcoholics. And tomorrow they will become your doctors. Be careful. It's a survey made by 3 students who are my students. They took up a challenge to see the lifestyle of their own friends. 650 medicos and BDS and MBBS, 589. What is the percentage? They land up every day, every night in alcohol. And tomorrow morning they go to the hospital to treat another alcohol patient. You are playing with life. You are killing life. Are you dealing with machine? Are you dealing with cement and sand? You are dealing with live wires. For the poor people of India. And you are chronic alcoholic. What will happen to the country? It's because you don't have pure positive ideas. Well, I just don't want to talk much. I want you to see and understand for yourself. Okay? I want you to think. Thought number 1, before I show you a small presentation, small video of 3-4 minutes, and then I'll conclude here. I always, in the end, please think, my dear students, with all the comfort that you have of a school, of an auditorium, of facilities, of the parents, of your everything that a normal student wants. How many of you have thought differently with your heart, if you have a heart, that 70% of girls drop out after 8th standard in the villages of India? Once they come to 8th standard, they drop out because there is no proper toilet facilities in the school. 70 to 80% are dropouts in Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, in Andhra Pradesh, in any Pradesh. What are we doing? November 16th. How many of you know what happened that day? Be honest, don't hesitate. No hesitation here. I want an honest answer. Raise your hand and say yes or no, do you know or not? November 16th, 2011, what happened? Some are giggling and smiling, I know it's in your mouth. But I want you to tell me. November 16th, 2011, what happened in Mumbai? Come on, quick. Don't tell me you don't know, you are telling lies there. Come on, smiles are going, yeah. Yes. Yes. True. True. But I want you to know the other side of the picture also. See how excited you have become? If you are a cameraman, you will not allow her to sleep also. Because that is what media did and is doing continuously. Whether the baby is smiling or crying or laughing or eating. What color, which color, dress and everything will go on another 50 years. This we are going back to the British Raj, we have become slaves. Now please listen. Aishwarya Rai became a mother. Great thing for India. Huh? Very great. A Bharat Ratna was born. Heaven's doors opened. Every media fellow running there with bouquets and sweets. On that very day, raise your hand if you know the answer, if you have heard this information. I am telling you with my heart. I am not going to show the photos of that. Whole media was busy in Aishwarya Rai's hospital. On that day, statistics say 5,000 young babies died of curable diseases. For whom will you vote? For whom will you laugh or cry? 5,000 young children, babies died out of curable diseases on November 16th, 17th and 18th each day. Dengue, malaria, typhoid, malnutrition, which could have been cured. They could have become future Bharat Ratnas, they could have become Abdul Kalams, they could have become Vivekanandas, they could have become great athletes or scientists. We do not know what was in their potentiality. I have seen a photo of a young lady, of a mother in Uttar Pradesh villages taking her dead child to the graveyard. And the media is very busy with Aishwarya Rai's child. When 5,000 people of curable diseases have died in India. And you people have no information to that in the modern world. After that, what happened in Mumbai and in Bangalore, when Vijay Mallya said Kingfisher is going under loss, government has to take care of me, it's a government's duty. 7,000 farmers committed suicide in one day in Vidarbha, not able to repay a loan of 8,000 rupees each. And the government is so busy to discuss Vijay Mallya's problem in the parliament to wipe his wicked tears because he is full of liquor. Forget about Kingfisher. What is his life? Sinking in liquor and drowning in liquor every day, and his tears are being wiped in the parliament when 7,000 farmers died, not able to pay 8,000 rupees loan. And this man, 8,000 crores loss he puts, shameless man. And he has got the audacity to gift a flight to his own son at the cost of India's poor people. Vivekananda cried, a Mahatma cried for that such kind of hypocrisy. It took 10 years for Manmohan Singh, who was then the finance minister, who is now the prime minister, to go to Vidarbha. It took 10 years for him. Whereas the finance minister of India 2 months ago went in a personal aircraft or a government aircraft when the Sensex in Bombay went down by 3,000 points. Trade market went down by 3,000 points. Pranab Mukherjee went silently and wiped the tears of the rich industrialists. Whereas just near Vidarbha, 20 kilometers from Bombay border, 2 lakh families have committed suicide, 2 lakh farmers in 5 years. This has come in the media, this has come in the big parliament debate. My dear children, my dear young brothers and sisters, life is not so cheap. I want you to think, please. That is excellence. It's not just the pop culture, it's how you celebrate on 31st December of 2011 is important. When on that day, people will be dying out of cold and hunger in the streets of Hyderabad and the villages of Andhra. The same thing I have requested the Bharati Vidya Bhavan students and the Bharati Vidya Bhavan Vivekananda College students. They have took a oath, Pratigna Diskunar, that they are not going to celebrate 31st December just in partying or just putting cake on the friend's face. Give cake to the poor people. Enjoy them, enjoy your party with them. Then you see the real India shining. Okay? There's a beautiful film which was produced by my young friends from Kerala. They were computer savvies, technical savvies. They knew how to make a documentary film. It's a long film, but I'll just go forward and show you the message of it and conclude here. Okay? Just see this small film, a silent movie with a little music, sound of the traffic, etc. But more of your silent message for you. If ever you have a head and a heart, please open up and think. Along with your science and mathematics and core subjects, what you can do for making a difference. The choice is yours, but make a good choice. Are you ready? Selfish interest and do something for your character and your country. So take a book of Vivekananda, take a photograph of Vivekananda. New Year calendar we have produced with Vivekananda's beautiful quotations and pictures which can inspire you, which can enter into your heart and then make a new difference. On 8th of December we went to Warangal to conduct a youth convention for full day. 6,000 school students like you came. 6,000. They are hungry for this because of political agitation, the buns and the problems and the harassments and the asset. It was so strengthened. In 3 days we sold 5 lakh rupees worth of Vivekananda literature. Record in Warangal's history, they said, of such books being sold. Otherwise it was all political. 6,000 students came, 3,000 college students came and listened to the discussions, asked a lot of questions, and some ladies and some Muslim girls with all that burqa and tradition came and cried. They said, we never in our life we have come across these positive ideas. Till now only negative, only criticism, only jealousy, only spoiling the morale of the youth. And they want us to come back again and again every month. So such work is going on. I want the Obul Reddy School students to take up some challenge in your personal life and make a team and do something for the country. Control your desires, seal your desires. Look at that small water bottle, one drop can make a difference. But how much we waste? So try to accumulate that power of service and develop your excellent spirit. Okay? This is what a few points I wanted to share. Many more are there. This is not one point I want to think. Self-image, pure and healthy, and that should come out as action in the form of seva, service. You may be doing it, but do it with that prayer, do it with that joy, and it will become worship. Okay? Thank you very much. I hope you have understood what I am going to say, and you will think about it, and come back to me with feedbacks and with your thoughts on how you can build up this fort called your excellent life. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best.
On behalf of all the students of class 9 and 10 and all the teachers present here, I would like to thank you very much, Swamiji, on talking about potentiality and letting us know what we can do.